What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, bringing you another video and another big blade, an awesome Bowie. Alright, so we're hoping it's awesome. It should be awesome. I haven't had any problems with any of the other SPs. So right here we have the Ontario Raider Bowie. This is the SP-10. It is the SP-10. I have everything right there. I know it's the SP-10. I don't know why I have to look. And like all Ontario SP knives, it comes with this very unattractive, boring, not crazy about it nylon sheath, but there's no rattle, mainly because this holds it in. So I'm going to tell you a little thing about the SP-10 that's going to help you guys out just a little. When you get your SP-10, your Raider Bowie, and most likely you're going to buy one because it's so worth having. And they're dirt cheap. You can find these for around 50 bucks. You want to stretch this out. So put your cross strap on, button it, and leave it for a few days. Just leave it there. And let this really stretch because it comes very, very tight out of the box. So you do have the handle strap to keep this from happening, but that doesn't happen, so it's kind of almost useless. You really don't need that. This right here holds everything, but then if you go the other direction, you can put this on. You don't need this. So having two straps on the sheath, two button secure lockdowns, it's really kind of useless, and that is an overdone part of the sheath that I am not crazy about. I think that when you're talking about especially a fighting Bowie, which this is a fighting camp Bowie, the fastest way to get in and out is the best way to get in and out of your sheath. And having dual straps means two things to unbutton, two things to worry about, and it actually reduces speed. And with a blade this long, you can stick it in the sheath. I'm getting hung up on the button. See that? Because it doesn't redeploy fast. And there you go. I mean, honestly, you don't need anything. With a blade this long, it's going to stay in there when you're walking through the woods. So especially if you're using the leg lanyard, they didn't provide TA50, what they 550. They provided shoelace, but it works. It works. So it is a plastic liner. It is ambidextrous. Gotta love that for the lefties. So that's how I've been setting mine up. I've been keeping it here. Now, if you line it up left-handed, the strap crosses the spine, which is the correct way. If you line this up right-handed, this strap crosses the edge, which is the wrong way. So they actually put it on backwards, which benefits lefties. Got to appreciate that. Thanks for screwing that one up, Ontario. So here we have it. Let's go over all the accurate specs so I get them all right. All right. So overall length is 15.2 inches long. Let's see. It is a USA blade, so you know you're getting a good blade here. The grind is flat with a swedge, tapered swedge, and I have to say that this swedge is done so well. I mean, so well. Very, very nice. I am digging that because I am a fan. Let's see. You got powder coated, black, blah, blah, blah. Blade thickness is 1/4 of an inch, so you're looking at almost 6.5 millimeters, right? That's pretty good. Blade material is 1095, and the blade length itself is just about 10 inches. It's 9.8. Handle is craton, meaning rubber. The sheath is nylon, and oh yeah, I didn't even tell you that. It is Molly compatible. So those are the specs on the beast. And I have to say that, like all of their craton handled stuff, even the K-bar craton handle, it feels good. It feels good. It's It's just a plain rubber, but man, it holds in the hand very, very well. It's a bit on the thicker side, so for people with small hands, it might be a problem. I have a hard time telling you that because I don't have small hands, so I don't know how it's going to fit in your hand. Who knows? It might be really good, but what I do know is that it's comfortable for large hands, and I would just assume that if it's comfortable for large hands, maybe it's too big for small, but I could be wrong. Do have a lanyard hole. It is a brass pin. You do have a hand guard. It's nice and thick, and it's not an S guard. It's just an oval, which is perfect. It keeps your hand from the blade on the handle, but it doesn't get in the way. It's not intrusive when you need to just turn this blade around. Also, with the small ricasso here, I can pinch up for tight work, or I can put the handguard right there in that meat part of my hand, and when I need to do tight work, it's right there. You like the sound effect? That's how tight work works. If you've never used a blade before, you have no idea, but you blade guys know. You guys know the sound. So I really, really am digging this swedge. One thing I don't like about a swedge is it takes meat out of the tip. One thing I do like about a swedge is penetration, and tip slash. If you need to slash and you're hitting with that tip, that swedge, coming back, coming forward, anything. I could turn this around and hook tip and just rip. This is going to slice. This is going to rip. But you are going to get a fine, meaty, nice tear on a backslash or an undersided hack. That's very, very nice. So I do like that. All right, let's check this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, just a little while ago, I shaved my head, and I could have just used this. Man. So, yeah, you see it all there. You see it all there. There's half an arm right there. So, is it shave sharp? Absolutely. The edge is done very well. It's got a belly on it, but it's not an oversized belly. So when it comes to being a fighting knife, it's going to be very, very well handled. I have to say I'm enjoying holding it. You know how you can get a knife and enjoy using it, but it doesn't always feel right in the hand, or you can get a knife that feels great in the hand, but you don't always enjoy using it. This is almost as sweet as Michael Myers with a katana. Oh yeah, it's that nice. So I say we get done with all this crap and go outside and just start using it. Although once we get out there, I'm gonna keep doing this. All right, so let's go. All right, so we already know that it has an edge. Let's use it. Now, if you're an eggnog fan, but not a lactose fan, this stuff is amazing. They don't even pay me to say that. They don't even know I'm here. They don't even know who I am. Unless the people over at Lactaid are knife people. Then they know exactly who we are. All right, D-Bad family, let's go through this thing. You know, I tore my deltoid. So this is actually a very painful move for me. You're welcome. All right. And the good thing is, once you use it, it's half the calories now. It's stupid. All right, come on. Let's keep going. All right, so we're making a pit stop over here at the old tree. Why? Because that's where we keep the nylon rope. So what I want to do is, I'm pretty sure you guys can see. Let's bring you a little closer. So close you could smell my feet. All right, so let's try a push cut. I just need something to push this against. All right, so push cut was simply simple. Not only did the push cut, but I don't know if you can see that line there. It pushed right into the board. I mean, look how clean that is. That's not a cut. That's a push cut. That is crazy, y'all. Crazy. I don't have enough to grab onto here, so I'm probably gonna slice my fingers off or make a good video. Well, either way, it would be a good video. All right, so I am not having enough to grab onto. So let's do this. Let's do this. We know it could push cut. This is what I was trying to do, but I was trying to do it on the end and I couldn't grab it. So we just want to saw through, and you see all the little fibers there. Boop, 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 boop. Easy freaking money. Easy freaking money. All right, let's take a walk. Hey, Roscoe, get up here in the yard. Sometimes that dog is just a damn fool. All right, so let's come over here. I tripped. All right, let's see. There's something I want to do before I even get started. Let's see. 5 yards away. Very first throw ever. Stuck. Let's go get it now. 5 yards away. First throw ever. I like it. I like it. All right, so let's, well, you know what we could do? Let's do some, let me put you guys down. Put you guys down so you don't have to look at my ears. All right, so let's do some 4-foot drops, some gravity drops, and see the balance of this big beast, which we already know is going to be straight. Straight. Roscoe. And one more, and straight. So now we're going to do a couple hard downward throws. We're going to check the tip dexterity, and we will check the handle tightness. But first, let me look for that dog. These damn dogs are camouflaged. All right. Bam. Solid. That's swedge. It digs. It bites. It's beautiful. All right, let's see if there's any kind of, ooh, that's sappy. Let's see if there's any kind of bending at the tip, any kind of folding, any kind of damage at all. There is not. There is sap on the edge. Any loosening here? Of course not. This stuff is really, really well put on. It's good. All right, so let's find us something that we can baton through. Hold on. All right, I think this will work. Hopefully this baton will hold up. Let's see. Now, when you're talking about a swedged blade, that's the only problem really is the baton is going to get jacked up. Oh my God. Unless it goes through that fast. Now, here's the good thing. It's a tapered flat, right? So right here is over 6 millimeters. It's like 6.638, something like that. So it's almost 6.5 millimeters of nice fat spine, right? Right here you have a beautiful flat grind. So when that flat is doing this, and then it gets up to this part right here, the taper part, and then it just spoop, it opens up the wood with ease. I mean, that was easy. I didn't expect it. I thought I was gonna have to at least go through a little bit of it. Guess not. All right, so let's try just a hack. Wow. Wow, I didn't get a full shot on that, but it took off exactly what I hit. All right, so let's turn it over, find a way to get that balance. There we go. Oh my God, I feel like freaking Paul Bunyan over here. More like Paul's Bunions. But all right, let's do that again. Let's turn that around. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a hold and swat, which means I'm not gonna be able to generate all the power because I'm gonna go, especially I'm sitting here in a squatted position. I'm just gonna go from the hand. Yeah, you tell me how that was a problem. You tell me how that was a problem. That was beautiful. I mean, beautiful. I'm gonna take one more chunk out of there, and I'm gonna do it from a hold and let go. And it was simple. It is simple. And this isn't all rotted. You know what I mean? That's wood. That's good wood. Oh yeah, that's some good wood, baby. All right, so we know that we can make us some firewood. That was zero problems, unproblematic, easy money. Let's find, how about one of these? How about one of these? Let's take off some of that skin first. See what the dogs are getting into. And it peels away. I mean, we're talking about a big Bowie, and it handles like a skinning knife in the hand. I mean, pretty good. So Let's see here. Let's see here. Now, a lot of knife reviewers will do this for a half hour. Look how beautiful that is. Just so they can get an entire piece done. But it's demonstration, so I don't know why they do that. I really don't. But drives me nuts because I don't need to sit for 20 minutes and watch somebody feather stick just to show me that you can do that, but more of it if I just keep going. So now to cut it off, you got to actually put it on there. All I do is give it a little swat. Now I have all this stuff that I can lay out to create fire. And that is some good stuff. Let's do do I have you in there? Boop, no. All right, we'll do it right here. I'll do it right here and I'll just bend it. There we go. Here we go, y'all. Why didn't I think of that? Because I am not always there. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple downward swats and turn the blade at the same time. And remember, go through the wrist, do not expel energy. There's no need to hack away and waste all your energy. What I'm doing is a couple things here. A, I need to chop something, so I'm making feathers, right? Making some really nice feathers while I'm chopping just by doing these little hacks. So I need to make a fire, good. Because what I could do is I could take a full swing, whack, and then I knock off a chunk, and then a full swing, and I knock off a chunk. But then I don't have all those. And these are great to have because it's fluff. It's going to help me get a fire going. So if I need to make some kind of spike, I can just keep doing that. Now when I knock off the ends, I still have all that. And then I just have to refine my tip of whatever I was making. The good thing is, because all those little hacks I was doing, I put these little cuts, these little grooves that my knife edge can get into, and it's just a little trick. Now I picked a really thick piece. You're not going to do 10 spikes with something this thick, but you can see it's easy to carve down. If I was using something like this, and I needed to make a tent spike or arrows or darts or pit spikes to trap animals, which are my favorite. Pit spikes are one of my favorite camp needs for like animals, for game, because you basically just dig a little hole, you sharpen a bunch of sticks like this, you stick them inside the hole in the ground, you very lightly cover the hole, maybe you put something in there that they're going to be interested in getting at, and then they walk over the hole, and all you have to do is later on go check to see if they're in there. Hey, get out of there. And you've done nothing. All you did is dig a little hole and then wait. And all of a sudden you come by and you see something with a bunch of perforations in it. Now, if you needed to build a canoe, it's probably a bad idea because you're going to have 100 little holes in it. But it's a great way to trap food without having to waste an entire day hunting. You can just trap things all on your own, right? So let's see. Yeah, kitchen prep type stuff, easy money. But what we need to do is we need to chop, like real chops. So let's go chop. All right, so I have a couple different things I want to chop at and chop with and chop on, and it's really going to show this guy off, right? First, I have some fir right here, and as everybody knows, it's a softer wood, right? And generally, when you're in the woods, a lot of times, especially here in the U.S., and especially in any kind of deep woods, what you're going to find is a ton of pines and firs and things like that. So it's something that's going to be very, very readily available. So I want to, Roscoe, get out of there. I want to show you how we're looking at some of these soft woods, and it's just breezing. I mean, breezing through. So if you are having a need to cut out a part of something that is going to absolutely be there most likely, especially in the Northeast, you can see, and I'm giving it the okay grip, right? This is how like you swing a kukri, okay? And I'm swinging from the end. Why? Because the tang is full. There. I don't have to worry about it. If you're talking about something with a rat tail, you chop from the hilt. Talking about something full, you chop from the end. And you notice I'm swinging from the wrist, and I'm still tearing apart this wood without having to waste a ton of energy and a ton of muscle swinging around. So you can see how absolutely easy this is. It's chopping straight through. I mean, this is, they should have called it the Beaver instead of the Raider. But it was the Raider because of World War II. So, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. So you're thinking, okay, yeah, that's great, D-Bad. That's soft wood. It is. And I told you I had two things. Now I'm gonna bring you over to the sycamore. Bring you over means right next door. So, hardwood. Let's, I've got stuff all over the place, making this a very difficult day. So here we go. Hardwood, and we are getting same results. This is a fighting knife, guys. Fighting knife. Bowies are fighting knives, but they're also fighting survival knives. Just because it says fighting knife in the shape doesn't mean it's not a camp knife, because they're made to be able to keep you alive on a trail originally, and then they're made to keep you alive in war, in combat. This knife has been tested and tried over the years. This design has been everywhere. It is used and abused, tried and tested. So what do we have here? Now you can see some of the coating right here has some light wear on it. It's because I'm using it. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just because it's getting used. All this does is what do you call it? Protects it from rust and is anti-glare. Being a military style version, you have anti-glare so people don't see it coming. But really, I mean, it doesn't always matter. So this right here so far is awesome. It is awesome. It chops, it slices, it goes through whatever I need it to. Softwoods, hardwoods, anything at all. Every test that I have tried with this thing has worked. Now you hear me yelling at the dog. You see that idiot right there? That's in my fire pit. He's been digging in that fire pit, and he gets in trouble every time he goes in. Look at him, see? He knows he's guilty. Get out of there. And he knows he's guilty, but he's too stupid not to go. Look at him staring at it. I want to go back in. Get out of there. You know, if I beat my dogs, maybe they'd be more scared when I do that. But watch this. I said, get out of there. He just looks at me. He just looks at me. I said, get out of there. He's like, what? What? I don't understand. So, let's see. Where's the other one? He hears me yelling. He's just peeking around the car. What are you doing? This is why I need to start beating my dogs. I yell at them and they get excited. All right. They're supposed to have fear. Okay, I'm not really going to start beating my dog, so PETA, relax. All right, let's go another 5 yards, and let's get another one of those. Bam! Second throw I've ever made with it. Second stick. All right, so guys, I'm calling it a day. I'm calling it a day. I mean, what else can we do? Honestly, okay, we can open eggnog with it. We know that. The thing opens eggnog. I mean, if you've ever been searching for a knife that can quench your thirst, it opens eggnog. Eggnog! So we already know that that's good. We know that we can push cut through nylon rope. We saw that happen. We were there, man. We were there. We know that it can be blurry or not blurry, all on a call just like that. It's crazy. We know that it can chop, it can baton. We know that it's sharp. Every single thing that you need to know about, is this worth buying, especially for the price. I don't know how they're able to. I mean, you can go and get the SP-5 and the SP-10 and spend together the same amount of money as you could spend on another product made from the same company. I can go out and buy the K-Bar Big Brother for the same price as I can get the SP-5 and the SP-10 for. So I mean, it really, really is telling on the value, because I mean, you're talking about the same company that's making those knives that make it quiver. Same company. So you know you're getting that quality. You know it's going to be there. You know it already, no matter what. It's just awesome. Awesome. It's a do-all type blade. This thing's going to carry you through battle. It's going to carry you through yard work. It's going to carry you through camp, hunting, even skinning. If it's a must with this thing, you can get it done. Awesome. I mean, I'll spread butter with this thing. I will spread butter. So it's all that and a bag of chips. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.